Welcome back to the AQUARIUS training video series on the Quick View tool. In this video, we'll be working with multiple time series in Quick View. To open more than one time series in Quick View, you first have to select a few time series in the springboard interface. For example, you can do this by holding down the Control key and highlighting multiple time series as I'm doing here. Notice that they're numbered 1 to 4 as you select them. For this example, I'm going to select my stage time series data and my field visits, my stage field visits. Once I've done this, I can start Quick View in a couple of ways. I can right-click it and choose Quick View, or I can click the Quick View tool instead. Now that we've got Quick View open, you can see that both time series have been plotted in the chart view on the graph view on the left. Here's my stage and here's my field visits. Now you may notice that they each have a different x-axis. This one starts in November and this one starts in October of 2007. Probably what you want to do is have them both in time step here. So I'm going to click this lock icon here, labeled Lock Unlock Charts. When I do that, both charts are now displayed using the same x-axis. Notice that it adjusted the lower chart to meet the upper chart. That's because the upper chart is this currently selected chart, and you can tell by this thin pink line that's been drawn around the outline of it. I can change the currently selected chart by choosing the mouse pointer tool and then clicking on one or the other chart. Notice that the grid view updates to show the time series of the currently selected chart. Now it's likely that you want to look at both time series in the same chart rather than have them in separate views like this. To do that, I'm going to click this Multiple Curves in Chart Frames tool. That lets me choose which frame I want each time series to appear in. In this case, I want both my time series to show in frame 1, the upper frame. So I'll select them both there and choose OK. And as you can see, both time series are now shown in one chart. I'm going to go ahead and close Quick View now. For my next example, I'm going to look at both the stage and the discharge time series in one chart. So to do that, I'll first select my stage time series, hold down the Control key and select the discharge time series, and then I'll start Quick View again. For this example, I'm going to turn off the automatic scaling by clicking here. As before, I'm going to lock the x-axis by clicking the Lock Unlock Charts tool. And then I'm going to put both time series together in one chart by clicking the Multiple Curves in Chart Frames tool. As you can see, the results of doing this aren't particularly helpful. Both time series are now plotted on the same chart, but they are both on the same axes, which doesn't really make sense because they aren't even in the same unit. So to show independent y-axes, it's a good idea to use this Multiple Y-axes tool. First, I'm going to zoom in on a better area of the data, and then I'll click this Multiple Y-axes tool. And as you can see, now my stage time series is plotted here against this y-axis in meters, and my discharge is plotted down here against this y-axis, which is in cubic meters per second.